Good morning, people. Well, it's not actually morning. It's not. But I had to wait for Terry's tablet to charge so I can get it and stuff. So anyway, I wanted to do this video yesterday, but again, his tablet just wasn't charged, and I just felt really crappy, so I didn't worry about it. So this is like regarding a post I made yesterday, but I still just wanted to say something about it because I know sometimes when you write, people take things how they want, not necessarily what you want to get across. And it's not nothing like important I really wanted to say, but it seems that people just always seem to think when I make a point, it's because that's how I feel and I'm dying and something. And that's just so not true. I always try to touch on something that I think, well, that I see other people going through or talk to me about, and like how I deal with it. So maybe that doesn't come across. Right. So I thought about it. I have a friend I've grown up with, and I'm just going to use him as an example, sort of, kind of, because I didn't tell him, so I don't want to get like all up in it. But he has a real disability. Now, all his life he has been really active. He did karate. He could just do everything. I tell you, I wanted to marry that boy since I was like 10, 11. He just always was everything. And then he had a real bad accident, and he can't walk and goes through other issues and stuff. So we talk every now and then, but because of what he has become and the life I still continue to try to have, we just don't really talk like that anymore. So I said it doesn't matter. You know, everybody needs somebody. If I have to, like, deal with that, I deal with everything else. You know, if I could deal with the assholes that call me bitches and niggers, you know, to try to get them to see things differently, I could deal with somebody I've loved my whole life. So, like, I've talked to him, and I talked to him about what he does with his time. Because I know at my time, when I'm, like, talk to the people, laugh, joke, stuff like that, it goes by not really fast, but, you know, better. And I know he spends so much time in, like, these homes and hospitals, stuff like this. So I'm talking to him, and I asked him what it is that he does. You know, I figure if he can't get out, he has to have a computer. Who does not? Or he has computer time. You know, and I'm thinking, oh, I'll show him, like, some really nice things. Like, people show me pretty pictures. You know, you can't get there, but in your mind. You know, like, I've given up on, oh, when I get better, I'm going to have me a pool party thing from 20 to, you know, oh, I can't wait to, you know, run through the park with my kids in my 30s. And then, you know, even in my 40s, you know, I've just given up on, fuck, just let me get better. I'm just, you know, your dream changes, but I still have one. And he just never seems to have one, and it just makes me so sad for him. That's not why I don't like to talk to him. I know that's a lot of people issue. Oh, she brings me down. That's just not it. I just don't know how to, like, what to say. You know what I mean? Like, other than how are you and how you feel, he doesn't really talk to his kids, so he, you know, he doesn't really want to hear about the kids. He's not married. It's never been married. He just don't get that. And his life is like TV. And I thought he was, you know, like, I watch a lot of TV now that I can. I mean, absorbing amount of TV to me. But, like, after 2 hours, I got to take a fucking break, you know, do something else. He's like, nope, even if he thinks he's going to take a nap, he sets his clock on his phone so he can get up and watch 3 hours of Westerns. And I watch my shows, and I have my shows. I'm like, fuck me, you know, I know you got to get through stuff, but this is year after year after year after year, and ain't nothing wrong with him mentally, you know, just year after year after year. And I asked him, you know, like, what is it that you look forward to? And he doesn't look forward to anything anymore. He's real, like, ornery, not as much. I mean, I don't know, it's not because of me, but I do hope I help. I try to talk to him, like, about how he deals with people. But he had a surgery, and you know, when you have a abdominal surgery, most of the time they put that tube down your throat to to keep everything off your stomach. So he pulled it out because he said they didn't explain to him why I was in there. And I'm like, well, dummy, if it's in there, it's for a purpose. He felt, well, explain it to me, but I know that's not what it was. He just didn't have shit else to be mad at, so let me be mad at them. You know, so he, you know, I talk to him as often as I can. He seems a lot better, but then I thought about it, that's what people do. You know, they're mad at other things, so then they take it out on other people that they should not. Like, I think people who get upset with me, I'm too honest, or they're sick of hearing about my happy marriage, or lately I go back to my bubble, if it's a bubble, whatever the fuck, it's a happy bubble, you know, and they have an issue with that. I shouldn't expose my children to this or that, or they shouldn't see me crying. It's like, well, fuck, I live in my house. Where else am I going to go? I can't go sit in my car that I don't have. You know, and I thought about it. They just unhappy. They're just unhappy. And, forgive me for this one, because if the girl sees this, she'll just know who she is. But so I watched this one girl on Facebook post how she works 4 minutes from home. It was really cold. She works 4 minutes from home. Her son has to do whatever further away. And how he was in her Jaguar with the heated seats while she was in his SUV with the loud engine and blah, blah, blah. 4 minutes, mind you. It took all I had to just not say. My husband's in a car with no heat. Well, it might as well be no heat. When it gets really cold, it doesn't get hot enough. And he has to go like 40 minutes to a real job where he stands up all day, doesn't make money. He doesn't drive a Jaguar. In his lifetime, he has not made enough to have a Jaguar, you know. And he has to get there cold and whatever and go to work, where he works hard and sweats every day, and then get back in that car, go to the grocery store for us, go take the kids to wherever they need to go and all this kind of stuff. And she's complaining about 4 minutes in an SUV with a loud engine. Just blew my mind. You have a fucking car at all. You have a child that you can even say that, oh, the clincher was she should get an award for that. An award. It's just blown away. You know, so I'm thinking, why don't all those people who just can't fathom, you know, I don't mean it to sound as a bad thing, because I know, and that's what you used to, and you feel, oh, I earned this, you're somehow deserving of everything, and everybody's below you. But maybe if she got in her Jaguar and went to see somebody like my friend, you know, took him some old laptop, which I'm sure she could afford if she has a Jaguar, and maybe once a week went and showed him the benefit of that, how he could be in support groups in his hospital bed that he can't leave, has not left for years, you know, and show something to him, something that's important in life, and post something important in life other than wanting a pat on the back for letting your child drive your Jaguar with the heated seats because you had to suffer for 4 whole minutes. You know, maybe I live in a bubble, but in my bubble, you know, people are important. People, to me, the main thing is happy. I know what my kids need every day. I ask them, how can I make you happy? I ask my friends, how can I make you happy? What can I do for you? When I talk to people, it's how do you feel? And I wait, and I mean the shit. I don't mean like, oh, give me the, oh, hey, bullshit stuff. I mean, it just blows my mind. I don't understand it at all. So when I say things, it's not about me. I mean, sometimes it is, but most of the time it's just what I see. And when people call me and talk to me and shit they go through, and I just don't understand it, like I don't understand how people can be bitter. Just choose not to be. But listening to my friend, I understand it, you know, more and more, because he has no choice but to be around the people that he's around. So when he's constantly treated like, you know, yesterday's garbage and he's not important, he doesn't have a choice. When he runs across people like the girl who can't wait to get away from him and get to, you know, who feel so inconvenienced, or they should have a pat on the back, or, you know, something for doing something human. I don't know, it just, well, look at that. I still can't even get the words out what I'm trying to say, how even just saying it. But I don't think life should be like that. Life is bigger than you. I think if you can't see that, you're always going to be unhappy. You know, I watch these same people post about their anger issues and how, you know, they just feel so unhappy all the time and all this kind of shit. Well, fuck, you make your own happiness. And if you know in your heart you haven't done a fucking thing for anybody other than yourself, you're unhappy. You know, I don't have nothing. But I know when I watch a movie with my kids, or we laugh and we joke, or when I talk to my friends, or when I know I'm the one who took the time to sit and listen to them, I'm happy. I'm happy because I know I helped another person. And I think that's what other people should do. Get outside yourself for a second. So when you come back to your bubble and your little world, when you go home and you even say paint your nails and, oh, isn't that pretty? It can make you happy. Such a little thing can make you happy, you know, because you've given so much of yourself. You know, the little things that it doesn't take much to make you happy, I guess is what I mean. It just doesn't take much, and it shouldn't take much. If it takes going on a shopping trip, get your hair done, he has to buy me this, and oh, I need that, you ain't happy. I don't give a fuck what you say, you ain't happy. You know, because you don't need all that to make you happy. Wanting it is different, but you don't need it. So, you know, maybe it's not a lot to you, but yeah, that makes me happy. When I say I'm happy, I'm happy. And when I say I saw something that pissed me off, it really did. Because I don't understand it. And I try every day. I ask people. I try. But so, yeah. Get out yourself. Try to do something for somebody else sometimes. You know what I mean? And you need to be happy. It's not when I take this vacation, when I do this, when I do that. Yeah, you know, just watching your show and getting immersed in it should make you happy, but that shouldn't be your life. You know, it just should not be, because that's not happy. That's a distraction. And sometimes we need those. But be happy, you know? Be happy. All this other shit, when you die, it's just going to be you. Nothing else. You. And who's going to be at your funeral? What they're going to be talking about? Oh, yes, I remember. You know, when she did this one little thing for me for 5 minutes and went out her way. Or do you want them to say, oh my gosh, every time I talked to her, we had a good time. We were always happy. Not the phony bullshit happy, where you just put that on, you know, because you don't want to deal with people. Which I know we sometimes do. But when it comes to you, when you're at home in your own house, be happy. You know, find something that makes you happy. If it's doing for others, then do that. If it's doing your nails and, you know, putting on your pink panties and bra and go dance, I ain't saying I've done it, I'm just saying. Be happy. You know, it ain't always about me. It's not. Alright, so have a good day. Go do something for somebody else. Go do something for yourself. And be happy.